Just breathing today, yeah, making waves, kicking ass online, can't behave, laughing in the face of wannabe queens, living off memes and caffeine dreams. She's got a bad attitude, can't you see? Foodie beauty, fat flex, but she shapes to be. Freezing, don't care, facing the screen, ruling girl world like it's her scene. She's got a bad attitude, can't you see? Foodie beauty, fat flex, but she shapes to be. Freezing, don't care, facing the screen, ruling girl world like it's her scene. Just breathing the day, ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That baddest woman with a smirk so mean in the murky depths of live stream. She tears down the walls with the wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle a flaw. Sharp tongue blade and a smoldering smile. Leaving
Hello.
haters burned, exiled.
Testing my audio.
In the day, ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That baddest woman with a smirk so mean in the murky depths of live stream. She tears down the walls with her wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Sharp tongue blade and a smoldering smile. Leaving haters burned, exiled.
Good.
She tears down the walls with the wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Leaving haters burned, exiled. Living each moment without a damn care. Streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign. Feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Living each moment without a damn care. Streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign. Feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Living each moment without a damn care. Streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign. Feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Just breezing the day, ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. Baddest woman with the smirk so mean in the murky depths of live stream.
I am so thrown off. I swear. I started the stream and then there was no music playing for me. And then I don't even know how I figured it out. Suddenly the music has come back on. I slightly feel like I'm on crack. I can't even lie. I ended up in urgent care yesterday. So I don't know, but I'm feeling good. They gave me a breathing treatment and a bunch of antibiotics. Apparently I had ear infections. I didn't even know it until yesterday. I swore I thought my eardrum was going to explode or it did burst. I don't know. It was a pain like I have never felt before, but I'm feeling good because they gave me a whole bunch of medicine. So I wanted to yap about Chantal. That breathing treatment tasted awful, though. I will say that. And then I gave myself anxiety because they left me alone in the room with this thing. And then I was questioning myself. I'm like, do I breathe in through my mouth or my nose? And then I was breathing in through my mouth because I can't breathe in through my nose or else I'm like going to stop breathing. And it tasted awful. And then I was like, oh my God, I'm probably not supposed to ingest it like this. Anyways, long story short, right now I'm feeling amazing. I can't hike today because I'm supposed to be resting. So I'm going to do that. But Foodie Beauty got interesting again. So all this week we are going to be recapping her in the morning. And then we're going to walk when my eardrums are back to normal. No, I'm fine though. I'm okay. I was talking to Lilith when it happened. And like, she's such a good friend. She was like, make sure you're telling them about all the hikes you've been going on. And then I'm like, oh no, like ticks are in my eardrum. Like, no ticks. I'm fine. I think it's from Coco sticking her tongue into my ear, like so forcefully. I don't know. She comes up from behind you and like bear hugs you and then sticks her whole tongue right into your ear. Anyways, it's not exactly comfortable. And I think that's what it's from. All right, let me say hello to you guys. I'm glad you could hear me. Okay, I have audio PTSD. And then this morning, this stream didn't exactly start off promising because I couldn't even hear the song. Hello, Nicole. Hello, Mandy. Hello, NC Rainbow Girl. Good to see you, Ruby. Please reach out to me. I'd love to chat with you. Breakups suck. They do. You're going to slowly, like... Okay, here's the thing. It's going to suck right now, but I promise you it's not going to stay like this forever. Okay, I wish that I could say like right now it's going to be this and that. Like breakups, when they first happen, they suck, even if you know it needed to end, right? Even if you started not being able to stand the person, like, it sucks. You've invested time and all that stuff, but you have to realize that it's ending for a reason, and this person is not for you, and there's going to be somebody out there that's beyond your wildest dreams. Like, I don't know, I settled for people that probably didn't deserve me, right? Because I thought it's what I deserved, and then I have like the most amazing man ever now. So something better is out there for you, and just know that while it hurts right now, it's not always going to feel like this, okay? And we're here for you. We got you. We love you. Let's laugh at Chantal and take your mind off of it for now, okay? Hello, Erin. Good to see you, gorgeous. Hello, everybody. Ricky Bobby, free the people. Let's see. No what? You can't hear me? I'll grab my Twitter. Okay, perfect. You can hear me. All right, press 1 just in case. Sin Eater, hello. I'm having a day not leaving my house. I'm going to be in the same boat with you. Sue, did I say hi to you? My breakup was 6 months ago. I'm so happy to be away from him right now. At first, I missed him so much. Don't give in to the feelings. You got this. Listen to Sue. Hello, Callie. Good morning. Where have you been? All right, let me share my screen. So what I do remember is Chantal was told not to film. I believe it was Tim Hortons. She was spotted out in the wild. And like, when you see this scooter, it's just, I can't even, like, my description is not going to do it justice. You just need to see these little toy wheels on the thing and how it's collapsing underneath her. Okay. She raged at us. Hold on. You know, I'm just going to go to Discord really fast. Mrs. C and Stella were recapping it all as it was happening. I know she was talking about Yaba. I am not interested in reliving that. We've all heard what they have to say, right? FFG, Chantal, like, no need to bring it up again. I heard she was saying she's going to film kids and nobody's going to stop her, something like that. Okay, hold on. Here I am. She's attacking Yaba's kids. She says she's going to film kids and no one can stop her. YouTube lover was telling her that Disney vloggers record kids and adults, elderly people, you name it. They film everybody at Disney. You sound like a creep, YouTube lover. You just do. The mods are accusing FFG of being a PDF. She set off the smoke alarm cooking. All right, let me share my screen. And thank you guys, by the way. Hello, Sniper. Hello, Val. Except she's sober. She looks like she's on a kid's toy. She does. It looks like a Polly Pocket scooter. All right, let me share my screen and then we split it. Okay, I think this is everything we covered yesterday. So we saw her almost get hit by several cars. Just FYI, very recently, I believe it was in Los Angeles, somebody was hit on their mobility scooter by a car. May they rest in peace, but Chantal thinks she's invincible. This is her. I guess when I saw this yesterday, I remember at the end of the stream, I searched the Foodie Beauty hashtag, and it didn't look real. So I don't know that I really believed what I was looking at. My gosh. Hi, Ma. Well, Foodie is it? Yep, there's that. Foodie in the wild, shout out to Boots on the Ground. Oh, we have more clips of it, though. Nothing But Love said, since Foodie Beauty says she has every right to film everyone she wants to in public, she better not have anything to say about this. How does it feel to be filmed without your consent, cutie? I heard she was laughing at it, but it sounded more like she was trying to be a part of the joke instead of the center of the joke. Does that make sense? Here's the raw footage of her on the side of the road. Oh my gosh. Wow. It's barely moving along the road. Does it only go 4 miles per hour? What the heck is that? I thought we were watching some... okay. It looked like what I imagined Dee Dee to look like based off of Foodie's description. I was scared for a moment. I was scared what was coming up. We have amazing people in Discord. If you're a channel member, reach out to join the Discord. Yes, please reach out to me. You can email me at justbreezingtoday@mail.com, or I'm on Twitter. Okay, we have her mall footage. Is there a sound for you guys? I don't really know what I believe. Hold on. This is how I know. Oh, hold on. Yeah. I didn't know if there was sound, so I answered my own question. How is that so small? Look at her go. Have you ever seen a meatball on a mobility scooter? Oh, wow. Look at her scooter. It's filthy. Look at those tiny little wheels, too. And then look at how it's barely coming off the ground because of her weight. She doesn't fit on that. Now I know why everybody's making the faces that we see at her, because she clearly does not fit on that. Wait, where'd you guys go? Huge, right? Sunita, did I say hi to you? Hello, Salty Ann. Where have you been? UK video clips. Meat Wad's bride. This was her face when she was raging at people or when she was choking. It pretty much looked the same. So I don't know. It could have been either or. She looked like Scooter when he turned purple. Do you guys remember when we saw that? I was very concerned. Well, now I know why he was turning purple. He was drinking nonstop with pneumonia, apparently. Sealing and suffocating in the hallway. Her tongue grosses me out. Does it gross you out too? It really bothers me. I don't enjoy looking at it. Not once have I enjoyed looking at her tongue. Valerie said mustache bees. Oh, wow. It does look like she has a mustache. Ambrielle says purple, real life grimace that often indicates severe oxygen deprivation, cyanosis, acute heart failure, or a dangerous blood clot such as pulmonary embolism. I think it's all of the above happening. I swear she made a deal with the devil, and that's why she's still here. Cindy Hawk said good for her. Now she's getting closer to her God. Pretty sure her God is butter and butter. Holocat said that looks bad. God knows what she would do if a piece of food got stuck in her throat. I don't know. I would have the worst anxiety all day, every day if I was her. I mean, I had a mini panic attack getting a nebulizer treatment, whatever it's called, yesterday. And I swore I was doing it wrong. Like, imagine if you deal with anxiety too, or you have medical anxiety, imagine living in her body. Like, every time your heart would race, would you convince, like, this was the big one? This is going to be it. I know for me, I would. The ways I would spiral and never come back from it. Anyways, here's a grok video from Michael Furberger. Naughty box.
Ma'am, you need
hello.
to stop right now.
What? Why?
No scooters in the common area. Please exit
I
the
don't know
area.
if they're sound
That's
at
fat
this
shaming,
point.
age shaming,
Can you
misogyny,
hear it?
and religion shaming.
Ma'am, that's not our intention.
It is.
We also noticed you were live streaming everyone without their knowledge. That's a big no-no.
Is there a
Let me know.
sign?
Doesn't matter.
I
Okay,
don't think
I'll
she'll be
leave.
around much
Thank you for your
longer.
understanding.
Gregory,
Have a nice day.
you seen a meatball riding on a scooter?
This
I
is
need
bullshit.
to make that into a thumbnail. I don't think she'll. Oh, naughty box. Hello, hello. Okay, I really don't know if there's sound at this point. So just go along with my insanity. That looks like FFG.
I'm never coming
Wasn't
back to this mall again!
Error. Scooter owner cannot escape reality.
chasing
Return to
her.
me immediately.
No, leave me alone!
Return immediately.
Okay, well, I wish I could have enjoyed that more. I'm very distracted by this sound issue, but at least the audio for, like, you guys could still hear me, I guess. Well, that might be a bad thing for some of you. Anyways, I don't know if I'm going to be able to hear anything, but just go along with the stream. Norlin said, in addition to the constant use of the R word, she also called a man she assumed was gay, this word right here, which is an extremely derogatory term, which roughly translates to that. It's the equivalent of using the F slur. I'm not sure what I could say. So here's what, okay, this is the little PSA I want to give before we get into certain topics. There are some things I didn't retweet because I'm not interested in getting into it during this live stream on what you view as a man or a woman. Okay, I know what I view. I don't know. It's also really none of my business to give my opinions on this, really, truly, in this moment. What I will say is Foodie Beauty is friends with somebody who was, I don't know, wasn't he supposed to transition by now? I don't know, okay? So she's friends with somebody who wants to be trans, I don't know. I really don't know. But anyways, so you would think that she would choose her words more carefully, right? Like her best friend was going by, what was it, Ramona, was dress shopping, yada, yada, yada. So, like, if anything, she should hold her tongue. She should. Her best friend is trans. Okay, that's my PSA. Norland's, oh, I did read that one. Me too, Erin. Good morning, Gregory. Foodie has friends. Pete, I mean, that's it. The guy was hot on the subway. I'm honestly surprised how well that's, it has held up very well. It has. Mandy Mayhem said, I love God, but I still fart, quoting Chantal. Imagine those words leaving your mouth. I love God, but I still fart. Kelly said, Foodie, you just told us what's really in your heart. You want to pick and choose what you follow, and the only reason you call yourself Muslim and wear the hijab is because of Salah. So just stop the cosplaying already.
It's like you have no idea.
Yeah, I can't hear it.
What's in my heart,
Hold on,
what
you
I'm
guys.
going
I'm
through.
gonna try to fix
No, I don't
this.
want Muslim friends because they all judge each other. Like it's just
Maybe
a
it's because
big
I'm
cult of
streaming to
judgy
Twitter
people.
too.
Like I don't want all of this.
I really don't know, but I'm gonna
You have
try
to walk
fix
into the
this.
bathroom with your left foot bullshit. Like I don't want it.
All right.
I don't want any of this. Oh no, you're not wearing the hijab right. Oh no, you're wearing
it would be nice
eyelashes.
to be able to
Oh
hear
no, you got
things
your nails
too.
done. You're going to hell. I'm tired of
Oh,
it. I'm
fuck my
tired of the
life. Where
judgy
am
bullshit
I?
that goes along with just wanting
Choose
a
where to play
relationship with
sound.
God.
I want to hear it in
It's
my
like you have no
head.
idea what's in my heart, what I'm going through. No, I don't want Muslim
Oh,
friends because they all
I
judge
think
each
we
other.
fixed it.
Like it's just a big cult of judge. It's like
Oh,
you
look
have
at me
no
being able to hear it.
idea what's in my heart, what I'm going through. No, I don't want Muslim friends because they all judge each other. Like it's just a big cult of judgy people. Like I don't want all of this. You have to walk into the bathroom with your left foot bullshit. Like I don't want it. I don't want any of this. Oh no, you're not wearing the hijab right. Oh no, you're wearing eyelashes. Oh no, you got your nails done. You're going to hell. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the judgy bullshit that goes along with just wanting a relationship with God. It's like you have no.
I don't know. If you just wanted a relationship with God, you would have kept you and your relationship with God and your religion a bit more private. I mean, there was a point in time where you were shoving it down our throats. So there's that. Like if I was filming myself praying nonstop, like you were filming yourself like washing up before prayer. You even filmed your prayer. I think you even filmed inside a mosque or yourself going into one, something along the lines of that. If I was suddenly all my content was about church and become closer to God, and then I was using the word cunt every other word, I'm sure people would have something to say about that, right? I don't know. She picked a religion. This is what I'm going to say. And this isn't me coming for Islam. Like it has a whole lot of rules and Foodie doesn't like rules. So I don't know. I'm really sick of hearing about it. I'll tell you that much. I want to relive this moment of her on the scooter because I feel like I missed out on like sound if there was any. So now I just need to go back. Don't mind me. I just need to know if there's sound or not. Oh, there it is. I would probably film her too. I would. And I'm not going to pretend I'm above it because, like, she is a sight to see. Like, that's not something you see every single day, right? At least I don't. She grosses me out just breathing. Same. Okay, now I just need to know if there's sound with this. Wait. Oh, there was.
Ma'am, you need to stop right now.
What? Why?
No scooters in the common area. Please exit the area.
That's fat shaming, age shaming, misogyny, and religion shaming.
Ma'am, that's not our intention.
It is.
We also noticed you were live streaming everyone without their knowledge. That's a big no-no.
Is there a sign?
Doesn't matter.
Why is this giving Law and Order SVU? Is anybody else getting that same vibe? Okay, you guys already heard this. I'm not going to make you listen to it again. I'm sure it was hilarious. I think for a second I was getting anxiety that I had lost my hearing due to Coco sticking her tongue in my ear. So I just needed to know that there was sound in other places. Welcome to what it's like to be me, okay? I'm telling you, like, I used to put unknown substances into my body, up my nose, and not bat an eye. Like, I just didn't care. And now I freak out over an ear infection and nebulizers. Mrs. Morris said, that doesn't look like any bra I've ever seen. Anyone know if that spanks? I don't, but what I do know is she's supposed to be modest. Are you supposed to be showing your chest tattoo during Ramadan? Somebody please let me know. The poor wheels on the floor. I know, Coco, she doesn't understand personal space, okay? I think she would wear my skin if she could. Like, she just does. She's very grateful to be rescued. That is what it's like. Coco, you're crazy. She's asleep right now on a mountain of pillows, being the sweetest, perfect angel in the world. I was telling my mom, I forgot what it's like to just be able to walk across the house without a dog grabbing my pant leg and trying to, like, rip my jeans or my pants. I forgot what it's like to just walk freely without getting bit in the butt. I forgot what all that is like, but, like, her very sweet moments where she's super cuddly and sweet and just like, oh my gosh, she's so sweet. I love her. Anyways, and she's really fun to go on adventures with. That is what I will say. I needed to start doing something to strengthen my bones so they don't fracture anymore. And, you know, as much as I complain about the craziness of her, like, she rescued me in a lot of ways, right? Because I get to work on my health too. And I have little Coco who wants to do it with me. You know, she's always up for a long walk. So that's pretty cool. Anyways, this is Foodie being a menace to Canadian society. Like, I still can't get over this Polly Pocket scooter. I will never not get over it. It makes her look so much bigger. And, like, she's not a small lady, okay? Don't get me wrong. But, like, having this tiny microscopic scooter under her just makes her look massive. A said, cutie acts so tough while raging. Rage more, rage. She just gets more people pissed off at her and more eyes on her. Do you know how many people are talking about reporting her to XYZ? She's offended a whole bunch of people. I will say that. There are so many people pissed off at her today because of what she said about trans people. There's people pissed off that she's filming people's children. There's people pissed off that she's probably going to cause an accident while their mom, grandma, grandpa, or child is on the road, you know? So every time she gets angry, she just makes it worse for herself. Ricky, I didn't realize you were that far in your state. Mario Kart scooter fooder. You lose muscle mass every decade. It's a good idea to strength training, especially after 30 years old. Thank you, Callie. I think she will get banned from the mall and from Timmy's. Yeah, and she lied too. So she was clearly filming somebody who, it seems to me like they reported her. And then the worker came up to her and told her she wasn't allowed to film. And she's like, I'm only filming myself. And she wasn't. The camera was pointed at another person. Anyways, we're going to get to that. Queen Jellybean said, Foodie is raging because she's incapable of debating anything about the Quran, Islam, etc. without looking it up on ChatGPT or TikTok and then repeating whatever she can find. She is unintelligent and has no idea what the Quran says because she's never read it. A rumble in my bottom said, love me some theologian Chantal. Glossy Hop said, bingo. The Sussex Bunyan said, funny she never looks up the posts about gluttony. Kim Frank said, and never will you can, but well, all she wants to do is eat, so there's that. She always lies. Wait, I have a few scorchers lined up. Do you? I read that as Ramadan farts at first. Wait, I gotta scroll up and see. Ramadan fast from Foodie. Fondue Spiteful Bitch posted this and said, transphobic fat sack of shit. Chantal in her chat is a bunch of fucking hateful cunts. Fuck Chantal and her beezers. Nina said, you can be trans and that's fine, but you are not a real woman unless you are born one. Evil Otter said, thank you for confirming you're transphobic and enabling your chat to chime in. You're about to lose it all again. YouTube Lover said, trans happens in much higher numbers in autistic people. It is a mental illness, scientifically, clinically proven. Nina said, and they jump on you for not knowing their gender when they look like a man. Wow. Teardrop said, Chantal has the right to say her opinion, and I agree with her. Okay, but her best friend is trans, right? And Chantal's opinion changes every single day. So there's that. Anyone that supports her is evil like her. Sin Eater said, what the hell? Nina said, and they jump on you for not knowing. Oh yeah, Chantal has the right to say her opinion, and I agree with her. Teardrop, yuck. As a woman, I'm offended to be grouped in with trans people, Nina said. Ew. Fondue posted this. Oh, I saw that. And Mountain Shootin', I guess? Mountains Hootin'? I don't know. I guess Foodie is not female. She could do neither of those. Mountain said, everyone has a right to dress and act the way they want to. There's nothing wrong with it. But a biological man is not getting pregnant or periods. It is a little mental, in my opinion, but I do want others to be their true self. It's just not possible, unfortunately, and is in borderline insanity with how we aren't allowed to say anything. Blue-Eyed Leo said, here's a screenshot also from the chat. Kelly said, I believe it's a mental illness. Boy Named Girl said, it's a mental illness. Jordan said, you're not offending me. I just don't want you to risk losing your channel. YouTube Lover said, it's a language issue. This person said mental illness. Teardrop said, a man saying he's a woman going to a woman's bathroom is so wrong. Stephanie said, it's real. It's just a small percentage that are truly trans, and most are just mentally ill, in my opinion. All right, so we get their point, their whatever, right? It's so hard not to chime in. You guys already know how I feel, right? I've talked about how I believe there's truly people who feel like they've been born in the wrong body, right? Like, use Blair White, for example. I view her as a woman. Like, she's not a man to me. I don't know. I respect her, I guess. And I think with any group of people, there's people that fuck it up and give everybody a bad name, right? Like, there are cases where there's men who just put on a bikini top and say that they're trans so they can go use the women's restroom, right? But there's people who truly feel like they're not a man and they don't, like, it scares them to use that restroom, right? So I don't know. It's just, it grosses me out. I guess mainly to say, not, and that grosses me out, not like, okay. Anyways, I'm saying this to say Foodie's best friend is trans, right? Like, how shitty of a person are you to have this chat even going on where Pete's obviously watches everything that Chantal does. And I don't like Pete's and I'm not a fan of Pete's, but let's say he truly feels like he's born in the wrong body. Like, it sucks to have a friend like her. It does. My daughter is truly trans. We've been down the long road, Linda said. There are perverts like Pete's that would go into women's bathroom. Yes, those are the people I have issues with. Same. Callie said, I'm out. This subject has been beat to death. No one is changing their mind. Safari said, I put a lot of faith in that product too. It was a little wet looking to me and it was not good looking on my 53-year-old skin. We're not all always going to agree, right, you guys? So there's that. I'm not talking about this subject. It is very messy. It's very messy. I guess, well, we can all say, like, we're not a fan of Pete's, right? Like, having a friend like her sucks. Imagine feeling you're truly XYZ, and then your friend is hosting a chat about how you feel that you are or how you view yourself is wrong, and she uses slurs. Like, that's wrong. We can all agree with that. I like Blur too. I do. Nothing but love said, I think it's time for Chantal to log off for a while. Politics and religion with Chantal is just not good. This is true. And especially, again, she's like, her beliefs are so fucking extreme. They are. And I say this as a Republican, like Chantal's beliefs and views and have been very extreme. Very. Oh God, so there's FFG's dad, George Perko. She's such a joke, or she's just a joke. Like your daughter? What does this even mean? I guess everybody knows by now that FFG goes live on Kick. She has not posted anything on YouTube. And the channel they call FFG, French Fried Girl on YouTube, it's now a fake channel. Your daughter, did she not fill you in that she has a ban evading account? George Perko. George. All right. Let me get back on track. But she's just growing. It's very unfortunate. Nick, sorry I'm late. Had trauma therapy. Chantal is a massive. See you next Tuesday. Thank you for being a member for 13 months. I hope you had, I don't know, a good therapy session. Does that sound bad because it was trauma therapy? I mean, hopefully you feel a little lighter. Chantal is a massive. She is. She has no consideration for anybody. Her butt is very unfortunate, and I just needed to say that. Is she wearing a thong? I don't want to look at this anymore. Piggy said, what is happening? So much, yet so little at the same time. Like, how are you that size and have no butt, yet it's so big? Like, it's small and large at the same time, kind of like her head. And you don't really know where it ends and where it begins. Her crack is lopsided. Women shaped like this are always telling other women to break up with their man. It's true, though. It's true. Raised Actillion said she never wears underwear. Bare-ass skid marks on those pants she rarely washes. 2 bullfrogs fighting in a duffel bag. Oh, yes! That's exactly what it looks like. I think George is actually FFG, no panties, and those amphibian buttocks. Foodie stands for food. That's it. True. We need to stop calling her Foodie Beauty. There is no beauty. There hasn't been any beauty for a minute. Dog Remy LeBeau said, we're cough choke laughing again, putting this here so y'all can have fun grabbing the stills again.
Oh my God. I was going... oh my God. I was going...
Any day now. Inshallah. I know I don't feel bad saying that because I saw a clip this morning where you said that you wanted to take Sasa to Canada. It grosses me out that you think because maybe you make more than her parents that she has a bad life with her parents. Like, she looks well cared for. She looks loved. I mean, the pictures you posted when you're not even her mom showed it was a little girl who was dressed well. And her mom clearly took the time to do her hair. It was combed nicely. You know, money doesn't always equal a better life. Like money over love. It seems like she's very well loved. And people were pointing out how Foodie Beauty is like fetishizing Sasa, right? Because she's a different color of skin than Chantal and because she's in Syria. And it really bothers me. So no, I don't feel bad for wishing for bad things on Chantal. Actually, I don't even have to wish. It's just like when. Enigma said, she asked what makes a woman a woman. They're discussing transgender and she doesn't understand what makes a woman. Well, ask ChatGPT if you're confused, Chantal. I mean,
makes a gender female. You know what I mean? Yeah, teardrop, I know. Okay. No one knows anymore. A vagina and uterus? A vagina and uterus makes you biologically a woman, right? But yeah, gender,
we produce
like
eggs.
people say that gender is different.
Double
Okay,
X
so
chromosome.
gender is social and cultural. Okay.
Can't you ask Pete? Be like water, baby. Hello.
Hey, Melly.
Hi,
I think there
Safari.
are a lot of people who have that type of thinking. Like, you have a penis, you're a man. You have a vagina, you're a woman. I have an open mind, and I try to, especially Pete's being trans, or wanting to be trans.
If you have an open mind, hold on, bitch. If you have an open mind, why would you use a slur? Why?
Especially Pete's being trans, or wanting to be trans. Pennington's try-on, I can. It's broad. Maybe I should try to understand more, because I think a lot of phobia, transphobia, a fear of something, comes from a lack of understanding. But I'm not afraid of trans people, you know?
Good Lord. I'll be in P's chat tonight. Who's P? Bent face, open mind, like a sewer. Yes. Jamie, okay, it's you. No worries. Happy to have you hanging out with us, Be Like Water, baby. We're always happy to have a big group, or any group whatsoever. I understand, since I've been like more vocal about certain things, like I've lost subscribers, but honestly, it's not something I feel bad about. Like, I think that we attract our tribe, and I think the right people will realize, like, for me, I don't know. I feel like I've been wanting to say this, and then I'll like get off the topic of me. But like, just because I may vote a certain way, it doesn't mean everything is so black and white, right? And I, unlike Chantal, actually have a very open mind. Anyways, let's keep going. Trans people must be scared of Foodie. Might eat them. I think everybody's afraid Foodie might eat them. I would be. Nothing but love said, Chantal says she has the right to her opinion, which she does. So do the people who voted for Trump. This person said, I voted for Trump. I may not agree with every single thing he's done, but just because I voted for him doesn't make me a terrible person. I agree with a lot of what he's done. And then the replies are all a bunch of people saying, well, if you voted for Trump, you're definitely a horrible person. You're XYZ. And then Nothing But Love said, I do want to say this. I respect everyone's opinion, and I just wish more people did the same. It's not all black and white when it comes to politics. We can all agree to disagree. And I think that's exactly how I feel. I guess I'm very aware that I can have things wrong, right? Or I might be misinformed. So I'll never be one of those people who are like, it's my way or the highway, because I am still very much learning. I am. Fondue Spiteful Bitch said, Foodie, of course, the rules never apply to Cutie. It's not food addiction. She is weak-willed, lazy, gluttonous, with zero restraint or self-control. But of course, so if it's an addiction, as you claim, why aren't you getting help? And then they said, fuck you, cope. Someone asked her, do you believe this about your overconsumption? Habitual gluttony, harmful excess, often considered sinful because it involves excess and harm to the body, which Islam teaches should be protected. Do you want to know how much I heard when I was drinking like a fish? How it was a sin, and I would be so mad when people would tell me that. I'm like, well, everything's a sin. God doesn't like anything. What is God okay with? And it's like, it's truly just because when you're overindulging in anything, even in health food, it can make you sick. It can do bad things to you, right? Overindulgence in general is not a good thing. It's just not.
You know? No, because my overeating is not just gluttony. Like, obesity is a disease. Eating disorders are a disease, and food addiction is very real. So, God is merciful. God knows my heart, my intentions. Every day I wake up and I have the intention not to binge. So, no, I don't agree with that. You know?
Do you realize that whatever God any of you believe in, like, he wants you to help yourself? He does. There were so many times I prayed, oh, just make this addiction go away. Just make me not want to drink. Just make this, just make that. But like, okay, that would come, but I had to help myself, right? And then God created these amazing things like therapists, doctors, alcohol and drug counselors, they're there for a reason.
But with issues with food are very different because we have to eat, and it's like
Alcoholics have to drink, but they could choose water, right? Instead of booze.
it's a very tricky issue. What we should eat is a very, very, very subjective at this point. Some people think you should just eat eggs and steak and butter every day. That's healthy.
Butter?
Some people, I
don't know. You have so many excuses. What's crazy is I feel like there's so many people now who root for the addict who gets better, right? The addict who recovers. I feel like she would change a lot of people's opinions, or at least gain a tiny bit of respect from them if she went and got help. But she just sits around complaining about her problems, XYZ. Like, she does not do shit to make it better, right? Like, how sorry are we supposed to feel for her? I feel sorry for the addict still suffering. I do. But I don't feel sorry for her. She's had more money, more opportunities, more resources than some, right? Some people have had to detox cold turkey. Some people have had to go without. Like, and then there's Chantal, I don't feel sorry for her. The Goth said she doesn't believe in God, but she speaks for God and he forgives her no matter what she does. I hate it. I hate it when Shani does it too. And I specifically hate it even more when she pretends that God is speaking through her. It's like, if either of these women actually knew God, they would not be doing and behaving and saying the things that they say, right? Regina said, curing her problems involves a multidisciplinary approach, focusing on psychological triggers and nutritional stability. As a recognized clinical disease, professional intervention is necessary for long-term recovery, something she refuses to do. I know this is a debate that some people don't view addiction as a disease. I view it as one. I view it as I have a disease where I constantly have to keep it in check. You know how some people have to watch what they eat with chronic illnesses? There's some people who they have to be very particular about everything that goes into their body, comes in contact with their body. There's people who have to go see the doctor every day. There's people who have to get infusions every single week. I'm not comparing this disease to cancer. Don't get me wrong. But what I'm saying is, like, I have to constantly maintain my disease, or else I'm going to be right back out there drinking and using again, right? Duchess of Cleves says, give it a rest, Chantal, with the we have to eat BS. She herself even told us in Islam they believe the stomach should be a third food, a third water, and a third air. Oh, well, she's full of hot air, so. Foodie's traumatic brain injury said the chins have gotten so large that her Spanx can't contain them anymore. Soon she's going to switch back to a niqab so it can hide the size of her giant head. Yeah, she wore it briefly, but I think it got in the way of her eating. I think that's the only reason she took it off. That, and it was probably too hot for her. Yeah, I remember one day she was talking to her child and pretending that she was God. And it honestly creeped me the fuck out. You know what it reminded me of? Those preachers who, like, I believe that there's people who can heal through God, right? But do I believe the people who were on TV and there's people all coming up in walkers and wheelchairs and suddenly they're dancing again and flying through the air? I don't know that I believe it happens back to back to back to back to back. Anyways, I remembered always finding them insanely creepy, certain people anyways. And Shani reminded me of that. Like, she's, I don't know, faking speaking in tongues and healing it just, I don't know. It's creeped me out. I don't like it. I don't like any part of it. Shani said God talks through her. I think it's the devil. It's the devil. Like, would God speak through her to manipulate her own son? Like, let's be honest. It was Satan himself speaking through Shani. Quartz 420 said Chantal questioning her religion yesterday and calling it a cult to being a devout Muslim, harping on and on about it. Did Salah tell you off? You need to shut the fuck up, you absolute homophobic, transphobic, cosplaying, ugly, gross, fat fucking, reprobate cunt. Just get in the coffin, this says. Inshallah. Fondue spiteful bitch said, sweaty, raging, and telling people what they can say. Why don't you go fuck off and clutch your fake shields? She's so red. What do you think her blood pressure is? You're looking like Scooter. He ended up in the hospital, supposedly, allegedly, whatever. I don't know. There's this whole thing on if he faked it or not. I mean, I guess I can't bring myself to care if he faked being in the hospital because all of the LCU is fake and scripted. So, like, it's okay to fake cancer. It's okay to fake divorces. It's okay to fake this. But, like, faking being in the hospital is too far. It's all fake. It's all fake. Anyways, rant over. Acadia Strong said, who's going to listen to a woman who constantly seals and has to hold her big melon up all the time? She's certainly not the example to follow. Cheryl said, it looks like the hijab ain't chinning. It can't hold her in anymore. The chins are too big. I think that's where a majority of her weight is. It's not a turkey neck. What would you consider that? It's not a gobbler. A hippo neck? I don't know. Let me know. Nicole, stuff like that don't fly here. I don't give two shits about these people. According to her, it's a 9. I don't support wishing death upon someone, Breezy. That's way too far. Well, you know. No. I'm sorry. This woman puts a child up on her channel for people to goon to. She steals nursing kittens from their mother. She doxed my child and let her little friend make a ton of different accounts about her, like a minor. Am I supposed to really, like, care about her? I don't. I think she's evil. I'm told to hate evil. I hate her some days. I do. So there's that. You know, if she finds God and becomes a nun, maybe I'll feel a little bit differently. But she has ties to ISIS. You know, I can't help how I feel. Anyways, dastardly, no, Fondue Spiteful Bitch said Canadian border and Canadian border Quebec. Here's a new post Chantal Sorrell made 5 minutes ago acknowledging her and Salah El-Rafi, they are trying to bring him to Ottawa, gave rides to Syrian extremists.
Quingy. Whatever. Quingy. It's so dumb. Hi. Yeah, there's this YouTuber. Her husband picked up a hitchhiker in Syria months ago, and he may or may not have been an extremist. Click. Ding. What do you think they're going to do? What do you think they're going to do? Oh my God, I can't.
If you knew people were reporting you left and right, would you give them more things to report? Honest question. Or would you mind your P's and Q's? Queen Jollybean said, what do you think they're going to do? Chantal said, put you and your dumbass man on a motherfucking watch list, ban him from entry anywhere in the country. When has do your worst ever worked out for her? It never does. Whenever she says do your worst, the internet does. Density in the fridge in the morning said, what are they going to do? Well, put salad on a list for immediate denied entry to Canada for one. Whenever she says do your worst, we do. Then she gets all indigent. I can't say it with what we did, and she asked. Joanna Freedom said, not to mention the charity fraud using a Syrian child and no proof of where the money went. Do you see why I don't like her, Delta? Or do I need to remind you of things? Because don't worry, I have a few tweets for you to look at, like the cats that have all gone missing in her care or died, you know? Queen Jellybean said, Foodie ate a raw steak, and now she's currently trying to walk back her homophobic tirade by retelling child lesbian sex stories during Ramadan and discussing when she was momentarily a lesbian. I wish someone would break something on Roblox so it could be wired shut. Cheryl said Chantal would have sex with literally anyone or anything of any species as long as someone or something wants to screw her. Desperate, you think? Fondue said, all I know is one day someone is going to do this to her in Minecraft. I'm talking about like she never knew. She is offending thousands and thinks it's cute. Chantal talks too much for her own good, so much of her nonsense. Bentface said, I think she was safer in Syria, not a threat. She is a waste of air, Anne said. I agree. Helena said, Dear Foodie, besides the obvious reasons private establishments ban recording, most retail environments definitely ban recording live streaming because you could be actually filming security camera locations, security routines in order to come back and rob the high ticket items. Since you have been there so often, they were definitely getting more suspicious. Also, if you continue to record after being told no, and someone else uses your recordings to find a security camera location to pull off a heist, you can be charged as an accessory. And she won't listen to this. Nicole, I think they would have to rent a forklift, and salad is never getting into the US either. No. Again, the difference, hey, Lori, the difference Delta is making is that you can hate without wishing for death. Do Christians wish for death of enemies? I'm sorry, did I flat out say I want Chantal to die? Or do I make jokes like I don't necessarily care? I get what Delta is saying, but I guess I don't recall saying those words flat out. I mean, I pray for her to know Jesus. There we go. That's the nicest thing I could say about her for today, you know? Keep in mind, Chantal purposely chooses any path that is contentious for attention. She loses that it shows she never mattered. We pray for our enemies, uses words and does things and says, I didn't know, Mandrew said. I think that was what Delta was asking. Got it. Uses words and does things and says, I don't know. Hi, Mandrews. All right, let me see if I'm missing anything. Let's keep going. Enigma said her brain did a tick after asking if it were olives. Her eyes expanded out of her head. I saw this, and it's actually scary, but I don't know if it's a filter glitch.
Really, keychain? You hate olives? People act like she's out there tracking children.
Yeah, I mean, this is what I will say. I'm not the perfect Christian. I'm very much still learning. I'm still angry at her. Like, my child didn't do shit to this woman. So, you know, I guess maybe I have to look at that. But in this moment, do I feel bad making jokes? No. Her best friend compared me to Casey Anthony and was threatening to call CPS here, you know? So I guess I still have some anger maybe I should look at. But no, I don't necessarily care what happens to her. And maybe that will change. Maybe that will change. Queen Jellybean said the eyes are darting. She's nervous as fuck that someone's about to walk up and tell her to shut the camera off. Well, was she doing this in Walmart again? You can't film in Walmart. How many live streamers have you seen get kicked out of Walmart when they were trying to do the TTS? I mean, I've seen it a lot. I don't know why she thinks, and she's also suspicious looking. I'm sorry. She just is. And it's not because she's wearing a hijab. She looks like she would come in and steal all the candy. She just does. Maybe I would be watching her if I was security too. Nobody would even have to call. Three of the people said that face you make when you fart in public and also realize you've shit your pants. Foodie doesn't care if she dies, so I don't care. I get that too, Jeff. Foodie now calling will intensify. Oh, definitely. I think the issue is that both sides are using really got it. Never forget that individuals as pathetic as Chantal don't deserve even a moment of anyone's lives. The sooner she gets banned from all platforms, the better. Ma said she went to Walmart after Tim's. Sin Eater said wearing a hijab because she's bald. That's the only reason she admitted to that. She was insecure about her hair and her chins. Now, what is she going to do to hide the fupas? It looks really uncomfortable. Incredibly uncomfortable. I wouldn't want to worry about 2 wedgies. I'm telling you that right now. Bad Seed asked, who wants to take a trip to the Grand Canyon? If this is it, I never need to see it in my life. Never. It looks like it smells. It looks like I would get lost in there. You know what it resembles? You know, on the hiking trails where there's parts of the dirt that have those huge cracks from the earth shifting and it goes down several inches and I'm always worried I'm going to roll my ankle in it. That's what it reminds me of. Maisie Rose said that's some crazy work she's put in to have disfigured her body this way. Tone said, oh my God, that's so ew. Karen said nothing seems to bother her, yet when she's out in public, she watches for stares. But these angles do not bother her. Go figure. I think somebody pays for the angles. Because the only time we got them before was from Salah. And she's being more bold with them. It's her many fupas. But like, you can't really tell what's the front and what's the back anymore. Which is insane to me. If she starts wearing a niqab, you really won't be able to tell. Rojo said Salah could text her right now and tell her he's converting to Buddhism and she would immediately condemn the Muslim religion. She isn't loyal to anyone or anything but food. Here are the cats she's abused and used. She's pathetic. That's why I post her BS. So many cats. That's the kitten she stole. That kitten started off all of Chantal's karma. Not all of it, but it kicked off the karma, right? Nothing has gone well for her ever since she stole that kitten. Flashing Pondu said, let's not forget leaving her grandma's remembrance gathering early to meet Koki, and she wore this dress that was so short, it should have been a shirt. Oh my gosh. My mom would have kicked me out. Seriously, can you imagine wearing that to a memorial? So if you're confused, there's another clip of her butt out there where it shows all of her underwear and her butt. It was not covered. The dress did not go down below her butt. It was all out for the world to see. Yes, let's smoke. Hold on. I'm hoping Eclipse comes up soon. Badsy said, oh my God, that scooter is going to split in half. Look at this. The middle is bottoming out. It can't support her weight, yet it does day after day. I'm assuming their sales have gone up. I mean, I hope so. You know what's crazy? I dust off and clean off my little electric scooter I have that takes me zooming around town. I do. If you had a mobility scooter or any kind of a scooter that you didn't necessarily need like Chantal, would you clean it off or would you go around look? It's really dirty. But again, it's probably from the salt, right? It's been snowing. I don't know. I'd still clean it every day. I heard it's bad for the pets anyways. Her legs have to straddle this. I don't know. All right, we do have a clip and it's 2 minutes and 30 seconds long, so we can vape during it. So this is Foodie talking about how the Muslim community can be so toxic.
Man, sometimes being a revert sucks. And honestly, there's many reasons. One of them is how toxic the online Muslim community is. It's full of judgment. It's full of judgment and of people thinking that they're doing Allah's duty of gentle reminder. And it's actually just judgment masked as piety, in my opinion. I didn't ask for your unsolicited advice on how to wear my hijab, on pointing out when I sin or do haram. Honestly, if there's anything that drives me away from Islam, it's these things. But I always remind myself that these are people letting me down because fellow Muslims are just people. They're not perfect either. The only opinion that matters is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's. So remember that this Ramadan, because being a revert can be very lonely. I feel too haram to fit in with, you know, born and raised Muslims, but I feel too like I'm on the road to change for people that may have formerly been interested in my journey. Let's just
On the road to change? You're filming corn in your bedroom.
say I don't know any other Muslims, basically. And
It goes 18 miles
it's
per
just
hour?
hard, especially around Ramadan. But just remember that you don't need to have
Okay, but could it go 18 miles per hour with somebody her size? Because I swear that thing is barely crawling.
all kinds of decorations. You don't need to have huge iftars with 20 people. The only being that you need to worry about during Ramadan and spending the most time with, your maker. But can we just please just back off of Muslims and the unsolicited soft guidance, because I didn't ask for it. I am on my own personal journey. You know, you see videos while you're scrolling TikTok of other Muslims claiming that you're going to go to hell if you don't say this line after dua, if you don't enter the bathroom with your left foot. Just really like condescending
Yeah, just said it's
content,
kilometers, not
very
miles.
judgy.
Sister, you should observe hijab.
When you really should realize that there's no compulsion in Islam. Islam is not about judging. It's about returning to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala over and over and over. You're forgetting that Allah is the most merciful, right? Don't contradict that. Ramadan Mubarak.
Okay, well, that actually made me want to punch a wall or something. I don't know about anybody else. Not to mention, she doesn't keep that scooter fully charged. Her smug face. Shut the fuck up. Okay, you feel how I feel, Sin Eater. Foodie Beauty posted, revert life is tough, I tell ya. Tough. LOL, just venting a bit. Okay, well, I mean, I don't know what to say, Chantal. Nobody's going to stop having an opinion on you. You're doing really disgusting things while wearing a hijab, so I don't know what to say. I've been hearing that I was going to go to hell for God knows how many years. And yet I don't come on here making a whole video about it. Snarky Priest said, she's so dumb. The Quran says, invite to the way of your Lord with wisdom and good instruction, and argue with them in a way that is best. Quran 16:125. The concept is often referred to as sincere advice. I mean, I guess we could argue that people want her to make it to heaven or wherever they believe you go to, right? I don't know. I'm not pretending to know the most about Islam. But I mean, wouldn't that be much like Christianity, where you're supposed to bring people to God, not deter them away from it? I feel like most religions would have the same idea, right? So when Chantal is telling us that her God hates us, which she said before, I mean, shouldn't her sisters have an opinion? Or I mean, why wear the hijab? It's supposed to be an act of modesty, and you're doing it to bring you closer to God, right? So when her hair is out and the chins are showing and she's using her hijab to wipe her face or to make soup, like, I guess I don't understand what she's so angry about, other than she knows she's cosplaying too. Bad Seed said, I think at this point it's going to get worse as far as people calling establishments that Chantal is frequenting. It's going to be a game for people. You did this to yourself, Chantal. She has entered a whole new era, and the Muslim community will not react kindly. I mean, I feel like you don't have to be very familiar with Islam to know that, like, Ramadan is a big thing, right? It's about charity. You do the fasting, whatever else. And then there's Chantal. I don't know. How would you feel if you were fasting all day for a prolonged period of time? And then there was Chantal going to her 9th meal of the day and using slurs. Coco, you just scared the shit out of me. What was that for? Can I help you? I know. I know. If you want to go outside, let me know. I am impressed by that scooter. I do have to say that. It lugs her around day after day, sometimes for as long as the battery will run. It's just, I hope their business is booming. Mrs. C said she looks so ridiculous. She does. That's why I don't think I believed what I was looking at yesterday. I mean, yes, Coco. What? Go back to sleep for a little while. Just a little while. Waving Red Rapunzel said, don't you wonder who's filming and posting her? Yes. Is it Goose Chuck? Goose Chuck's in Canada too, right? Or do I have that wrong? Ferris said, we need more of these. Someone start following her around. It appears somebody is. Remember the person who was filming outside of her apartment building? I wonder if it's the same person. Who do you guys think it is? Yes, that's Coco. She has like the most ear-piercing bark. And maybe it's just because I'm having ear issues. It's like extra painful. Goose is in Canada. Who else could film her? FFG? Safari time. Castor said, if you don't want people in your face recording you in public, don't leave your house, quoting Foodie Beauty. Castor said, I just know this quote is going to come back to haunt her. And then Castor said, I didn't think it would be the same day. Okay, this is the person she was filming. Was this Tim Hortons, you guys? I believe it was. So Ray Stoctillion said, Chantal blatantly lying about recording customers while recording customers. So when I saw these clips, somebody had pointed out there was no phone that rang. So did somebody report her? And then it seems like this person walked to the counter, and then that's when the employee stopped or mentioned something to her. All right, let me just play it. Coco. Oh my gosh, we're not doing this.
Hi.
Hi.
I just got a call from a customer and they're complaining that you are recording customers.
No, I'm on a live stream recording myself. Yeah.
Yourself,
Yeah. Just me. Look.
Lies.
because I got a call. So
Yeah, I have a lot of, it's probably a hater or somebody.
Hi.
Hi.
I just got a call from a customer.
The phone didn't ring. I think that man did too. Okay, hold on one second, you guys. I'm going to put Coco out so I can concentrate and finish the rest of this vape. It'll be like 45 seconds. I just have to run to the back door and back. Come on, Coco Bean. I swear I'm Coco's bitch. She just starts barking, and then I jump up, and then just... She knows how to get me moving. This is Chantal lying. I'm not recording anybody, as she was just recording the man. He probably wanted to eat in peace. I mean, he can walk by her and see what she's filming, right? Or where her camera is facing.
Thank you. Yeah, it's just people. Oh no, I'll take
Are you
it.
sure?
Yeah. I'm not recording anybody. I'm just.
Yeah, I didn't know. I just got a call.
I know. It's okay. Yeah, I'm leaving. You too.
She's so red, you could see her in the chin.
Thank you.
I hope you're embarrassed, Chantal. Who outside of Girl World knows what a hater is? The way these girls use that term as if the real world knows anything about this niche community is wild. Sue said, I bet someone sent that clip to Tim Hortons. I bet you she will get banned. Oh, well, she pissed off a lot of people. I'm sure they already have the clip. I'm sure she's going to go live somewhere and they're going to tell her that she's banned from the place. Queen Jellybean said, I think it might have actually been this customer that told them she was recording. She had the cam on him. He got up. And the very moment the lady said, we got a call, he was walking back to his seat. Quit annoying people in the wild with degeneracy. Yeah, he doesn't look happy. He doesn't look happy at all. Akita said, I'm so over these social media influencers filming everyone and getting away with it. You can't go anywhere without seeing it nowadays. Hectic Llama said, that's exactly what I thought. The barista said it was a call to protect him. Blue Eyed Leo said, I thought so too. The timing is perfect for it to be him. Willow Jamie said, good for him. Jen said, is that him at the counter reporting her? Yes. Do you see the reflection? I hope he's having an amazing day. I hope it's much better than yesterday. I know people think I'm a bitch, but it looks like somebody already going through something who just wants to eat in peace. I could be wrong about that, but imagine having a bad fucking day and you just want to scarf down some fast food and forget about your troubles, and then some large woman is filming you. You know, I would feel some type of way too. Lawmakers need to start making laws to outlaw these nuisance streamers. No, I agree with that. Most of the time, if you go to busy places, or like even in California, like places a lot of people go, you have to stop because there's people who want to dance and they interrupt what you want to do. Like, I understand wanting to have fun, but like it's gotten taken way too far. It just has. Oh crap, I think I got off my Twitter. Hold on, but that's okay. I'll go back to where we were. Hey, Mercy, she's just too reckless and defiant. YouTube may never pay her again. Nicole said that person looks like they're about to blow. They just wanted to sit down and have some coffee and a donut in peace. And then here comes Foodie. I get that too. We've all had a shitty day, right? Like where you just want to ugly cry in peace and eat something unhealthy. Like I've been there more times than I can count. And imagine you at your worst moment, somebody's live streaming it and the camera's facing you. I don't know. I feel like I would have done a lot more than just report her to the person at the counter. Queen Jellybean said, quoting this, the camera's on me. I'm not even recording customers. How easy you lie. You know, I know I'm supposed to pray for her, but I think it would serve her right if she got banned from Tim Hortons. You know, when I was stealing alcohol, I started getting banned places too. But then they let me back when I would get a period of time sober and then I would come back and relapse it. It was just anyways. I remember, I'm not going to share this because it'll be used against me. Maybe one day when I'm feeling a lot more brave. Who wore it better? I mean, this was the thing that got me. It was this right. Oh, Lord. Anyways. This week in Important Questions with Foodie Beauty, what is gender? I don't want to relive this again. I just want to laugh. I just want to bees. Or as Dactylian said, apparently it's a game on with Cutie. Her, there's nothing you can do about me filming is the new do your worst. I feel like as long as she keeps filming people's kids, people's husbands, people's grannies, somebody's going to keep catching her out in the wild and we're going to keep laughing. Do you know that she could be placed on a no-fly list? Yes, a Canadian citizen who has assisted in transporting extremists, regardless of their association with the spouse in Syria, can be flagged on a Canadian no-fly list, Passenger Protect Program, if they are deemed to pose a threat to aviation security or national security. Such actions can lead to the revocation of passports, monitoring, or being added to the specified persons list. Well, she told everybody to do her worst as soon as she admitted to giving a ride to extremists in Syria. So, you know, it's going to be a bad few days for Chantal. Tat Von B said, what in the high blood pressure is going on with this monster? I'm sure the hijab is cooking her empty head too. Good. Imagine having the gall to make fun of other people's teeth/appearance. Never have ever come across a more disgusting human than this. Never. She's losing her teeth. Every time I see her mouth, I feel like there's another space. Or maybe I'm just imagining it. Peach Slick said that Foodie always gets more disgusting and vulgar during Ramadan. She does. She rages the most during Ramadan. And I think it's because everybody's going to have an opinion on her eating when she's supposed to be fasting. I mean, think of you and your addiction. Didn't it really annoy you when everybody had an opinion on how much you were using or how much you were drinking or how much you were spending? It sucks when everybody has an opinion on what you're doing. Simply Childish said, Sasa's parents have no clue what this stinky Canadian is showing pictures of their disabled child online, telling folks that she wants her to herself and hopes to bring her to Canada. Imagine a woman going online telling the world she wants to own your child like a pet.
I want to bring her here. Like, I really want her. I really do. I want to bring her here. Like, I really want her. I really do.
You want to own her? That's someone's child. She's so gross. All right, I kind of got off track because we had got kicked off, and then I realized I was missing a lot of things. So I'm scrolling down, and then we'll just go back up. Chantal got called out again. Shout out to Piggy on YouTube. Oh, crap. Oh, it's 3 minutes long.
Hi. One sugar. I hate sweetener. Like, I don't know. I just can't do it. Ugh. You feel me?
You feel me? Okay, we saw this clip a whole bunch of times. He definitely reported her, right? He definitely did. We're all in agreement of that. Her lying, saying she's not recording anybody. Okay, I'm trying. We saw this. We saw this. Sinatra says, I did not hear a phone ring when Foodie was told to stop filming inside the Tim Hortons. I believe that the guy complained about being filmed. Sin said yes. Damn it, Sasa's cashed her. And it's sad. Like, she's not property. She's not somebody to exploit. Like, she's somebody's fucking kid. Foodie really bothers me, okay? She really makes me angry. Oh, Silly It's Lily said, the mortified looks of the people filmed in the food court. We're so sorry, the girl in the back. What would you do if Foodie slammed her scooter into a table and barreled out? Commentary by Pulpy Syntax, whose laughs can make my day. Expression.
Oh, Lord. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that your lunch is being interrupted.
Okay.
That one girl looks like she saw a ghost.
Shocked. I too am shocked.
I've never seen anybody like her. Look at their expression. What do you think you would do if you saw her? I would stare. I would. I would be one of those people. It would be written all over my face. I would end up in one of her live streams. And I would send a picture or video to my sister. I just would. I'm that kind of a person. Sayla V said she can't handle any kickback, to her own words, ever. She turned off her comments. I guess she couldn't handle it. Then she made a community post saying, planning a fun bees and checking up on my filming rights. And would you look at that? We can go to a few museums because they are not privately owned and they allow filming and live streaming. No matter how loud the Karens of Girl World are, my rights, the law, and the Constitution of Canada's are louder. So somebody had posted that it's not like she can go and cause a scene and be all loud and obnoxious. They could still ask her to leave or to stop filming, right? Fit Trucker Loading said, I thought Foodie hated Canada, its people, and Western culture in general. Convenient. She loves Canada when it suits her, when it benefits her. That's it. That's all. MJK said, yes, Chantal, you are absolutely responsible for being a good and knowledgeable and responsible Muslim to the public. You accepted that responsibility when you took Shahada. And then they posted, within Islamic tradition and in the context of living as a Muslim, there is a strong, widely held belief that individual Muslims are responsible for representing their faith through their actions, character, and conduct. This concept is often referred to as being an ambassador of Islam in daily life, embodying noble character in professional and personal interactions. Well, she's failing that, but what do I know? Nussman's secretary said the 21-day whitening strips can't fix that mouth. Salah, those sharp edges going to mangle up your cupcake recipe more. I think that's what happened to him. If we're to believe that this fake married couple were ever physical or was ever physical, I think that's what happened to him. If you've seen the picture, at one point it was all over Twitter. If you've seen it, it looks like she bit it off. I don't know. And now looking at her teeth and her bite, I believe it. Also, hey, bring back freedom of speech. Also, if a person does not give consent, they can press charges of harassment and stalking, even in museums. Oh, she's fucked. I don't understand why she can't brush her teeth either. It doesn't take that long. Minutes. Oh, silly, it's Silly said, new hilarious compilation of our girl Foodie on a pause on raging, laughing like an unregulated crazy person. Why does this scooter cover look like a ghost? By the one and only Barbecue Chillin'. Okay, we have a few clips.
That's something like heat? I didn't brush them today.
Hi, worms.
There's one of you on the street.
You don't look real.
When I go out in public, I expect people to take my picture. I'm famous.
You?
What the hell? It looks like you're it looks like you're riding an office chair. I can't. I'm actually have a reason for being in a good mood. I just can't talk to you guys about it. When I go out in public, I expect people to take my picture. I'm famous. What the hell?
Look at her head. She has a boob on the back of her head. Have you ever noticed that? Anyways, this was giving. She's just trying to be in on the joke. And it's kind of embarrassing. Oh, wait, I have more clips. She isn't using slurs on purpose, you guys. She heard it on TikTok. Oh, gosh, and it says the word she used, what it means.
I didn't say a different slur. Which one? Doesn't that just mean gay? Sorry, I thought it meant just like gay. Like as a joke. That I apologize for. I didn't realize.
Hi,
I'm
Paulina.
not homophobic at all. Like I'm not, but that word, if it's bad like that.
If you say so.
Pretty sure. I'm gonna look it up. A man who engages in same-sex sexual acts as between men. It is commonly used as a derogatory insult meaning gay. Oh, oops. By the way, I don't agree with that. I don't judge people like from an Islamic standpoint for being gay. I actually watch some queer, self-proclaimed queer Muslims. So if I knew that it was really bad, actually, you know where I heard that word from was from TikTok.
Sure.
I hear people use it. I didn't say different.
Couldn't they lose their account for using it? So it's an Arabic term used to refer to a gay man, a sodomite, or more generally a person associated with the people of Lot. It is derived from the name of this, and it is widely considered a highly derogatory and insulting slur in Arabic-speaking cultures. She doesn't care. I'll say this again. I might not have the best views of Pete's, but like that's supposed to be her best friend, right? Sasha's parents have no clue. Oh, we read this one about her stinky self saying that she wants to own Sasha like she's a pet. And it really bothers me, so I'm not going to play it again. Frosty Toes said that Foodie is getting ready to leave Canada 100%. She's going to use the excuse people keep calling and reporting me, so I can't film or do my job. It's your fault I had to leave BG. Don't buy her bullshit. It's what she did with Julia, too. I do want to say this. I don't think I retweeted any of this, but people were saying that what if Salah does have ties to extremists, and that was the person who showed up in the Rolls Royce and told them to leave? What if? And it kind of makes sense to me. I mean, they just gave rides to them. Peach Slick said, and they were always okay, especially her. Peach Slick said, Foodie always gets 10 times more disgusting and vulgar during Ramadan. Like, she's so defiant that she thinks Allah can't tell me what to do. She always gets more ragey, but I think it's because she can't eat the way she wants to eat. Tavan B said, what in the high blood pressure is going on with this monster? I'm sure the hijab is cooking her empty head too. Good. Imagine having the gall to make fun of other people's teeth and appearance. Never have ever come across a more disgusting human like than this, ever. I don't understand who's still lying to her and telling her she's prettier than all her haters. Whatever she feels about us, none of us look like this, except for FFG. So, you should probably stop talking about other people's looks. You have no more teeth, no more hair, and 9 chins. Keep your opinions to yourself. Okay, so this is Foodie admitting to helping extremists in Syria. I believe I played it yesterday, but just in case you missed the stream, I'm going to play it again. And I'm going to vape during it.
Was I afraid of ISIS? No. Because well, they're not really a threat where we were in Syria. And also, not just that, guys, but they were nice. I think we met, not ISIS, but, extremists. I think we gave a hitchhike ride to 1 or 2. I don't know. They were nice. What can I say? They're not against, I'm a Muslim, so they're not against me. They're against other things. I think Western culture and stuff like that. No, I didn't meet ISIS. No, we gave there were some military members that were hitchhiking one day, and they came in with their huge rifles, and I was like, oh my God, they're just sitting in the back with rifles, but they were so nice to us.
So nice.
I was a bit nervous though, but that was an experience.
I have a new vape too. I don't remember what the strains are though. Oh wait.
Oh hell no. Would you keep on driving? People hitchhiking culture is very big there.
She's dangerous. I will say that. As long as somebody fake loves her, she would do anything. Hold on. Oh, good. It didn't make me go off my Twitter. Subscribe to Farah. She is amazing, beautiful, kind. All the things I am not. All right, let's keep going. I got off my Twitter. I hate when that happens. But don't you worry. We weren't too far. I remember. It was the Farah tweet. But did I scroll past it? No, I did not. Oh, I was listening to the song. You know the song we talked about? Was it yesterday or the day before? If you want to be happy for the rest of your life. That song's a really good time, and it automatically puts me in a good mood. I don't know about anybody else. Cowboy Dog said, Chantal, you fucking loser. Did you ever consider that after what happened in Canada last week, officers may be instructed to be extra watchful of suspicious behavior like streamers in public? Ever consider that someone you're filming may have a stalker they're hiding from? Dub said, I was saying this earlier to someone. With the way the world is, they could easily think she's trying to film a layout of the building. No one reported her. She just simply drew all the attention to her. She is her own worst enemy, yet blames everyone else. She is pathetic. Ashley said all of this, plus no one wants some weirdo live streaming them. If she actually paid attention to the people around her, she would see the expressions on their faces and react accordingly. Instead, she's locked in on food as per. Hey girls, is there any anti-PC reactors? I don't know. I won't subscribe to her. Farah? Video tagged and sent the proper authorities, I hope. Yeah, I was thinking I don't know. And my head doesn't understand what that is right now. Are we against PCs? As in what is the kind I have? Cyber power? I don't understand. Anyway, somebody clue me in. But in the meantime, I'm going to keep going. She is a menace. This was in the Walmart, I believe. She's spilling her coffee everywhere, leaving a mess for other people to clean up. I got this clip from Mrs. C.
Oh, shit.
Just on the curb slightly.
Can I get off? Yeah, sorry about that.
I don't know.
I'm a bad driver.
It happened.
Let me just see here.
I don't know. I feel like everybody I watch would offend somebody out there, so I have no recommendations. None.
All right. Let me get my.
I don't watch nobody.
All right. Let me get my stuff. Ugh. Oh shit! I spilled my coffee. Fuck. Oh.
I'm getting that in my. I don't know. My head, I thought you wanted to watch somebody. I still can't. I'm laughing at myself. I do that often. I need to refocus on Chantal. She's a mess, leaving messes for other people to clean up. I'm pretty sure she's driving under the influence. I know out here, like you could get arrested for operating a scooter or like even a skateboard under the influence. I've heard about it happening in Huntington Beach. Could they arrest her for that? I don't know. I don't really have, no offense, Canada, but I've heard about SJam walking away from, I don't even know how many accidents he's caused while under the influence, and then they can't arrest him anymore because he went home. So I don't know. Like, leave it to Chantal to do that, cause some sort of problem while she's under the influence on her scooter, then just roll on home and they can't do shit about it. Yeah, but said wheels so tiny, but gunt so big. I'm amazed that she fits. You know her butt falls asleep, though. Can she even feel her body parts anymore? Honest question. No Madness Live, Pulpy Syntax, Are You Serious, Milk Tea, Fair Fiasco, Zachary, Michael, and Bad Seed are all fun reaction channels. I agree. Sue said, I do get what you mean, though. It seems like the BC stuff is everywhere. Can't go anywhere without hearing something. That's true, Sue. I messaged you on Twitter, Aaron. Salty Alabama Chapsticks channel is good. I love. She's a fun time. She is. I always laugh when I watch Alabama Chapstick, and she has the cutest dog ever. Future Becky Elrefe posted this.
Oops. Oops. Oops.
I want it to roll away just one time on a live stream, and I'll just replay that for 35 minutes. Girl World is like my place to decompress. I like Jamaican Lady. Who's that? I want to watch. Obviously, just breezing today is pleasant. Thank you. I get it. Like, this space is oversaturated with everybody's opinions. But I guess, too, everybody's a channel is a place for them to say their point of view, right? And how they feel. I'll speak for myself. I have to hear about it how everybody else views the world. And so sometimes I want to say how I feel. But I get it too, because like there's times where I just don't want to hear about politics and then it gets brought up and it's like, fuck you. Like I just came here to laugh. So I get all sides, right? Anyways, Twirl Pantyhose posted this and it's a clip from Chantal's Cuba Rage.
If I don't wash it, it smells like fucking barracuda. Alright? My pussy's I'm gonna be the first person on the internet to admit my pussy smells like fish once in a while. Alright, my pussy smells like fucking ricotta. Alright? Does that make you feel better? Does that make you feel better about yourself? That my pussy smells like ricotta? There you go. Alright? Whatever you gotta believe.
The way I would never come live again. I don't know. She still shows up every day after telling the internet that she stinks, but now it makes sense why she needs all that Vagisil, right? I mean, she's trying to mask that odor. I just want to go back to Canada, she says.
No! There's a roach on the bed. I want to go back to Canada. I want to go back to Canada. There's bugs where? No, there's not. No!
She's the most annoying drunk in the world. And I say that as an alcoholic. I'm sorry, I can't stop watching this. She goes from laughing to crying to.
No! There's a roach on the bed. I want to go back to Canada. I want to go back to Canada. There's bugs where?
Okay, she did really have a flying bug in her place. But now I'm watching this with different eyes and I'm like, did she get a hold of like some sort of meth somewhere? Because Dirty Jersey, Chantal fake cries often during that Cuba rage. I kind of want to rewatch it. Moonbeam McSwine said, LMAO at the idea no one around her knows she's streaming. How would they know? Ma'am, you are giggling, responding to comments, doing chat roll call, asking where they want to go. People can spot you a mile away and they're tired of influencer entitlement.
It wouldn't matter, Breezeth, because people will still report it. That's the problem. Like, people can like defend it and say that nobody reported it, but I've been reported many times in public. Remember Adonis? And also, in the mall, I didn't see a single security guard. Like, not a single one. How would they know I'm live streaming unless someone said something? You know, you can see my phone, but everyone has their phones out. Like, I'm sure, you know, like, there's no way. Whatever, sassy mama, who cares? I just won't, I'm like, we're not going to be able to go anywhere in bees, I guess. What can I say? Whatever. Who cares? It's over with. It's not drama. Like I said, it's not like people. That's another reason I don't want to ever go out and live stream ever again.
Linda.
Because every little single thing, people turn it into drama. You know, like some kind of drama. You know, people are now sending emails and shit to the company of the malls, reporting stuff about it, making it into a big drama. Like, I'm so over all of these ridiculous people. And like, I'm just not going to do it anymore. Like, I'm out.
I mean, I would stop telling people to do their worst and I'd stop doing things that people could report.
It's just so ridiculous.
I would be embarrassed. Like, would you not be embarrassed having security come up to you all the time or people telling you have to leave or to stop doing whatever? Like, I would be mortified. So you know what I would do? I would stop being a menace and I would stop filming people.
No.
The most punchable face.
Goodbye, Winterbean. If you're defending that, when you know I've been reported, goodbye.
I don't know. If you're not doing anything wrong, what would there be to report? Anyways, I remember Be Like Water Baby was talking about on Twitter a big reason that they contacted the mall was because there was a mother and her child, and I guess they kept trying to shield Chantal filming from their child and redirect the child, and Chantal just kept filming. Like, what she doesn't realize, again, there's people that leave bad situations, abusive relationships. There's people who have foster kids or kids that they've adopted, right? And there's reasons why they're not supposed to be on social media for a while, if ever. She's an idiot, but she doesn't care because she views kids as property, as items. That Kid Cool said, oh, stop, Foodie will have absolutely no issue squeezing into a single airplane seat for her upcoming 19-hour flight to Malaysia. And lowering that food tray table, not an issue, because of course there's plenty of gunt room. Okay, this was how long ago? She's not going to fit. I'm confused whose legs we're looking at there. I know this is Chantal. Moonbeam McSwine, Loop Loop, and Scarletter, Rosethorn reacts, Two Girls, One Flirt, Chantal Gucci, Orange Cat reacts, Piggy. So Orange Cat oftentimes snipes. I do know that. If you guys are looking for people who snipe, I know Milky is usually sniping, and I see people watching Orange Cat and posting the streams to Twitter. So, let's see. Lisa Manning said, saying you want someone's kid is next level messed up. Just because she is poor and brown and has exceptional needs does not mean that she's an object to fetishize. She has parents. Imagine wanting to take her from her family. Get fucking help. She never will. Whatever form of help or therapy, whatever that people recommend to her, it oftentimes requires you to look at yourself and like what part you play in things. I don't know. I'll speak for myself. It did for me, and it's really hard at first. And also it's hard to like vocalize things. It is for me. There was a point in time where I viewed everybody in therapy crazy. I'm in therapy now. It's amazing. And I am crazy. But, anyways, I just didn't want to go and put in the work. You have to go to appointments. You know, there's that. It requires a level of honesty and transparency that Chantal just doesn't have. She lies to just lie. Like knowing the sky is blue, she'll try to convince somebody it's purple, you know? So, I mean, I always say she should go to rehab, but even rehab isn't lazy. Like, you don't just go somewhere and get to lay in your bed all day. At least not the places I went. Like, they have you up at 5, 6 a.m., meetings all day, some form of community service, writing your autobiography. It's like there's not a moment you have to yourself. So I like orange cat mods are nice there. Linda, was that the first time you saw Cuba Rage? Mandy said, I'm tired of dealing with everyone's crazy. These days it's so bad. I get that too. Her face. Tofu said, turning this purple just from debating people is wild. She's going to stroke out. If I turned this red from being angry, I would stop being angry. I would just do yoga all the time. That's what I would do. Dorky Shitstain said, girl better watch these rages. It ain't good for the old blood pressure. I think her blood pressure has to be sky high just sitting. So imagine every time she's upset and yelling. Like, I don't know. You couldn't pay me to be as angry as she gets. I forgot my favorite short coverage Unicorn Pondue channel is sometimes I can't sit through long periods. I get that way too. I think that's why I'm not offended. Like, I have a hard time watching other people's 2-hour live streams, but I have ADHD. It's hard for me to focus for a long time. Like, if I guess when I'm hosting a live stream, it's different because I don't have an option of not being interested, right? Because I have people here who want to hear what's going on. So, like, I don't know, or I'll replay things to entertain myself. There's things that I do to make it interesting to where I can talk about this shit for a while. But like, I have a hard time. I like Yaba. I have a hard time sitting through 2 hours of her, not because it's not interesting, just because my attention goes elsewhere. And then I find myself tuned out for 25 minutes and I'm like, oh, fuck, what did I miss? And then it becomes a whole stressful event. And sometimes I just like 3-minute clips. I go to Eyelash. Eyelash's videos to me are short, sweet. There's not a whole lot of time for you to daydream or think of what you have to do at 5 p.m. Like, it gets to the point, you're all caught up, and that's it. That's all. So I guess I should have been better about recommending. I watch Eyelash. I watch Eyelash a lot. Yeah, see, I like Yaba too. She's cute. She's funny. It's always a good time. So it's nothing personal against her. There's some people where it's just hard for us to be able to focus for that amount of time. Like, I don't watch a whole lot of movies because I can't stay interested for that long. But again, it's nothing against anyone else. It's just me and my brain. I like Yaba, but she talks too much and I lose attention. See, and I like the yappers too. I do. I'm a yapper. So, but it's hard for some people. They do just want to hear, okay, what happened? I just need 3 tweets on it, a community post, and then I'm good to go, right? Anyways, Mary Beth said, I love it so much. Whoever recorded this deserves a medal. I still want to know who it is.
Deja vu, I just been in this place before. Higher on the street, and I know it's my time to go. Deja vu, I just been in this place before. Higher on the street, and I know it's my time to.
Okay, well, that made me really happy. Be Like Water Baby tagged Walmart World, Walmart Canada, Walmart News, and Walmart. Please put a stop to this beauty filming your employees, your customers, children's faces nearly daily at your Ottawa store. Foodie Beauty Chantal Marie Soreau, #privacy. You can't film in Walmart. Eventually, they're going to say something to her. I'll have to check them out. Holy shit, I just got an ad with Muslim. The edits are funny. Raised Dactylian said this guy held open several doors for Cutie and all she could do was giggle. Good thing he doesn't know how much she hates the Canadian people. Look at that reflection. It's wild to see somebody a normal size compared to her. And I know that sounds awful, but it's the truth. I mean, she's like 20 people. She is. But Trucker Loading said, so apparently Foodie turned off her comments on TikTok since she's a coward and doesn't want feedback. Here's the comment I left under her post. They said, I get the point that faith is ultimately between a person and God. That part is true. But when you publicly claim a religion and center it in your content, your actions are going to be judged against that claim. That's just reality. If you're openly disregarding basic expectations during Ramadan and then representing or resenting other Muslims for calling it out, people are going to question the sincerity of the commitment. That's not control, that's accountability within a faith community. Belief isn't just words or labels. Practice matters, actions matter. If those don't line up, it's fair for people, especially fellow Muslims, to ask questions or call it out. I thought that was really well said. It's weird seeing Chantal on the wobbles from above and then some clip talk about timing. Shenanigans said proof that Chantal is a fucking weirdo. Oh gosh. Do we want to play this? She's recalling a sexual experience from her childhood. I'm not in the mood. Okay, she told it. I guess if you're that interested, she's on Kick. There's some things why? Why? I posted that Chantal was trending, and I thought this was funny. She plans a museum live stream despite rules and critics. After the February 21st mall confrontation, where she insisted she filmed only herself despite capturing others, Chantal Marie Sereau, known as Foodie Beauty, posted on her YouTube community tab about a fun visit to Ottawa museums. She celebrated that public museums allow filming and live streaming, declaring her rights under Canadian law louder than complainers she calls Karens from Girl World. Critics point out museum rules banning video in some spots, tripods, commercial streams without permits, and disruptions like blocking paths or invading privacy, predicting security will intervene if she shrieks or films unwilling visitors. So that'll definitely happen, and she will get reported, and she probably will be kicked out. And I hope she's live when it all happens. And I hope somebody catches it so we can recap it tomorrow. Just saying Falafel reacts, and now I'm thinking I'm going to join my favorite tube neck. Chantal? It's weird seeing Chantal. I read that one. All right, shout out to Bad Princess for her eagle eye, Ferris said. This could possibly be one of the security guards that had seen Foodie before they told her to turn the stream off. This was just before she got a talking to. Well, she says she never notices security. I feel like in every clip I've seen of her going through the mall, I've seen security. With everything that just happened, they're probably on high alert. I would think so. I hope she causes a scene. Reese Ductilian said no one called the Tim Hortons. This customer spotted Chantal filming him and got up right after this and then came back to his table. The look on his face shows he has clocked her. In my opinion, he asked the employee to have her stop. The employee said someone called to protect his identity, which is smart. What it's like listening to pious Foodie Beauty preach to others about how she's the chosen one and everyone else is doomed eternally. I want a tattoo that says that, doomed eternally. Or I want to join like an emo band.
Yeah.
Called
Listen,
that.
I'm not the one that you have to answer to for your depraved behavior. There's a higher power that will judge you for your indecency.
Tom Cruise.
I hope for your sake that God has a sense of humor.
Oh, I have 17 years worth of anecdotal proof he does.
You've made your bed. I just hope for your sake that you've cleaned the sheets.
Did I just get saved?
Yeah.
Mandrews, welcome to the Breezy Bunch. If you'd like to join our members only Discord, please let me know. We'd love to have you. Stella and Mrs. C, somebody is usually in there recapping the streams as they're happening. So if for some reason we're not live covering it, right? Well, I don't know. We haven't been sniping for a while, but for some reason we're not live yapping about it. You could always know what's going on. Plus we talk about gardens and puppies, and it's a good time to me. Welcome to the Breezy Bunch. The pilling on that Temu hijab is bad. Well, she's washing it with towels. I don't think she separates her laundry. When your sweaters and stuff have like balls of lint on them, it's because you're washing them with towels, washcloths, dog blankets, things like that. I mean, I'm not a hijabi, but I would think that they would take more care of it, right? Like I've never seen anybody else's hijab dressed how Chantal wears it. Like everybody seems to have it like even ironed and layered so nicely and draped so nicely. Then there's Chantal. So if you're using something for a religious purpose, wouldn't you take better care of it? I could be wrong. Peach Slick said, of course people film me and take pictures. I'm famous, quoting Chantal. I think she genuinely tells herself this to make all the disgusted stares and people stopping to look at the sideshow freak more palatable for her. I think it hurts less if she laughs at herself too. Does that make sense? But I think it bothers her. I think sometimes she gets off on people being weirded out by her, but think of like, I don't know, there has to be a time where it gets to her, all the stares, all of them, everybody watching her. So if she laughs at herself too, like it stings a little less. What is this? She does not have a job. Men want you to work for them or with them. You work. What do you do? Or you come here and get a job? I don't know what that is. I'm going to keep going. All right. I think, she's going live on Kick now. Hold on. I just want to see what she's doing. And then I'm going to see if we can get in. Do you guys want to watch for like 10 minutes or so? And then I'm supposed to rest after that, but that's okay. I can rest while I watch Foodie. Foodie Beauty. Hold on. Let's see if she's live. Is this it? She's not live yet. At least I don't see that, but it seems like she's going to be out and about doing an adventure. So support your favorite reaction channel. I know Milky is usually sniping, or Orange Cat. If you guys watch anybody else snipe, please post it in the comments so we could go support them. I love you guys. Mandrews, welcome to the Breezy Bunch. Nick, thank you for being a member. I feel like it was 13 months, but I could have that wrong. Thank you to my amazing mods and Breezy Bunch members. And I'll be back tomorrow with a really long morning recap, and we'll yap the morning away and smoke together. I would hike today, but I'm supposed to stay in bed. So we're going to hike tomorrow. Inshallah, yalla, all the yallas. All right. Have a great day, great evening, wherever you guys are. And I hope to see you in the next live stream. Goodbye, everybody. I hope she gets kicked out of the museum. Cross your fingers and toes that that's what we have to react to tomorrow, because I would love that. All right. Goodbye, everybody.